The US election is always a big deal for markets, but how much is it dominating their focus this time round? This was the pattern 4 years ago, and you can see news demand on Eikon around the US election building to that November peak, and also spiking earlier as the impact of Brexit rippled across the Atlantic. But how does this picture compare to the 2020 race? You'll see a noticeable dip in our users' interest through most of this year, and that's the impact of coronavirus, of course. And here are the retrievals of news on infectious diseases over the same period. So how much is the election on the market's mind? It's certainly true that election news now dominates the weekly most read chart. And in terms of who is most interested, media customers are, unsurprisingly, following most closely, but brokers and investment bankers far less so. And there is perhaps a deeper point when we look at a broader set of data. When we ran data showing retrievals of US election news against other selected categories, since the start of September, we found COVID continues to dominate in people's minds, followed by deal-making and global trade. We know the election will only get hotter between now and November the 3rd, and that chart race will start to look, I think, quite different. Still, it's useful to reflect as we obsess about polls and presidential elections that financial markets are looking at other issues far wider and deeper than just the race for the White House.